Black TV exclusive right here. So I have the producer, Des Dynamic, on the phone. Now, Des, we actually did an article on you just this morning about a legal situation that you're having with Tyga. So why don't you break down what's happening on your end?
I mean, basically, man, when I did the record a couple years back, the record was already done before I gave it to Tyga. I had did it on an artist named David Sebastian, and Tyga's homeboy Molly Mall, which is my homeboy too. I gave the record to him, and then he gave it to Tyga. So that's how Tyga got it. And they had put the record out. I didn't even know the record was circulating already. They had just put it out, and I kind of found out later. And I was like, that's cool and everything. We'll get everything straight. So I met with Tyga. I met with actually Molly Mall at Tyga's video shoot. Man, when I talked to Tyga, I kind of got at him, and he was kind of like nonchalant, like, hey, what's up, It was he didn't really give me no real love, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking I would get, without, I was cool. But they did the video, and I was supposed to be in the video, but I didn't get my scene, but that was cool too. And basically, man, we did a agreement, man, and they didn't come through and they ended the agreement. I never received any money, any production. The 10,000 was just like a I showed them some love on that, you know what I'm saying, just on GP. The 10,000 was just, for doing the record. And then, all the course, all the other stuff on the back end and all that, I never really, I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing. So, basically, I was trying to holler at them cats, I was trying to holler at Tyga management and telling them, telling them to tell Tyga, get at me, man. I'm reasonable, it ain't no thing, just come holler at me and, we'll make something happen. But, nobody ever got back with me.
How long ago was this? Like when you actually put it all together?
Yeah, this is when we first started. Yeah. So that was back in, that was like 2012.
Okay, so this was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you have any paperwork at all with these guys?
Yeah, me and Tyga had did some paperwork, but he didn't come through on his end of the paperwork. He just was kind of blowing me off, blowing my representatives off, and nobody was was talking to nobody. So that's when we had to move forward with with other legal actions. But I've been giving them man, this has been so long. I've been giving them multiple chances to holler at me. Because I really didn't want to do it through the through the courts and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather handle stuff just talking face to face, but nobody would holler at me, so kind of left me no choice to do it that way.
Okay. Now, is the actual instrumental copywritten? Or copyrighted, I guess is the right term. Did you have a copyright associated with that music already? Yeah, the song was already copywritten. It was already put out before on the artist that I was working with. So, it was already done. Actually, it's actually a video that was already up of the song that I did with the other artist. That was already up before Tyga even put the song out. So, it had been in circulation. Okay, well, he's on Cash, YMCMB at the time, I guess. I'm not sure if he still is or not. But the distribution was, the bigger label was what, Atlantic? It was Universal. Universal.
It was Universal Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say that if it's in the Universal system, and I've worked for Universal before, I used to be at SRC Records, they're pretty careful about getting paperwork on all the songs they're about to put out. So how could this happen where a beat on a Universal album comes out and there's no paperwork?
Because the song got leaked. And then eventually it got put out on iTunes and all that, and we ended up having to do all the paperwork after the fact that it was released. All this stuff had to get taken care of, but initially it wasn't handled before the record came out. They just put it out.
Okay. Right, but it ultimately came out on the Hotel California album, which was a major label album. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it came out as a single first.
Okay.
And then the album dropped. So the single dropped first, and then the album dropped.
But is this song on the album?
Yeah, it's on the album.
Right, this is what I'm saying. And Universal put out the album, so what exactly happened? And did you talk to Universal about it instead of Tyga?
No, I couldn't get anybody on the phone. I tried to talk to Cash Money. I actually tried to talk to a representative of Cash Money, but you know, I kind of hollered at him through email, but you know, he wouldn't put me in touch with Baby or Slim or anybody, so I never even got a chance to talk to, you know, Baby or Wayne or anybody to try to resolve the matter. I just kind of had somebody else kind of orchestrating it, so, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got nothing against them, you know what I'm saying, it's just, you know, you got other people involved, business don't get handled right, you know what I'm saying. All I was really trying to do is really just get what I was owed, you know what I'm saying. If a man does his work, he's supposed to get paid for it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think Tyga went on the radio at one point and said that he's never been paid for any of his albums that came out on Cash Money. So there's a reasonable chance that Tyga got nothing to do with this money getting held up. That it might be Cash Money, it might be Birdman, it might be Slim, it might be whoever's in the middle. The middleman is usually the person who's trying to take the money for themselves.
Right. Well, where I hold Tyga accountable is he should have got at me and been like, look, Dez, you know, I'm trying to, you know, the money's got to come from this source for me to give it to you. Hold on a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know, give me some more beats. I put it on my other project or whatever, you know, work with me. And he could have did that and I would have been cool with that. But this dude just avoided me altogether. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing. So that's kind of where I'm looking at him. That was kind of his fault.
Well, I mean, this is what the court systems are for. Whenever there's situations like this, it gets handled in the court, and you know, it gets worked out that way. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Just keep us in the loop in terms of any updates in this case.
Okay, that's what's up. You know, we trying to work things out. And you know, Big Dez Dynamic Production is still going. You know, I'm working with my boy Jay Sloan. He's coming. You know what I'm saying? New artist. He's coming. You know what I'm saying? He got some heat. He got some fire. The world gonna love it. Young white kid out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know, I'm back. You know, I'm down here in the dirty making it crack again. You know where I started with Master P. So it's all Gucci.
Shout out to Master P. Yeah, we fuck with P over here.
Oh, yeah, P, that's my nigga.
All right, cool, man. I appreciate you calling in.
For sure. Appreciate you having me. All right.
Like, Charged Up was decent. It had some bars in it. Back to Back is a tough diss record. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
The beat is not that hard.
What?
The Charged Up, I mean, the back-to-back beat really could have been a lot better.
Yeah, but in the club, it goes. And I tell y'all all the time, the greatest diss records in the world are the ones that play in the club.
That shit's dope. If I rapped about driving around in a fucking car and, like, fucking listening to country music, nobody would give a fuck about that shit. Like, I make music about some shit because it sound cool. Like, I like making music. I make cool music.